What if the sun didn't exist?
Wonder is outside, and the sunlight is bright.
It sure is. Glad you got those sunglasses.
They're my favorite.
Awesome. Hey, Wonder, what would the world be like without the sun?
I don't know. I guess it would be dark.
It sure would, Wonder. And the sun is what warms up the planet every day. Plants depend on the sun to help them grow. So without the sun, our plants wouldn't grow. And without plants to change carbon dioxide into oxygen, we wouldn't be able to breathe either.
And that's called Photoshop, right?
Actually, it's photosynthesis, Wonder.
Yep.
Then we'd have to look for other food sources that can grow in the dark. And sunlight also kills germs like viruses, bacteria, and parasites, and helps to provide clean drinking water. And you know what, Wonder? All the planets in our solar system spin around the sun because of its gravity. Without the sun, we might spin off into space, away from other planets.
Oh yeah, hey, I learned about that. And did you know that the solar system is named after the sun? Solar is from Latin and means, wait for it, sun.
That's really cool that you know that, Wonder. It's a good thing we have the sun. What if ice didn't exist? Hi there, Wonder. That looks delicious. What is it?
It's a snow cone. It's made out of ice shavings and delicious flavor.
Have you ever thought about what the world would be like without ice?
Hey, that was my snack. Would snacks be gone?
Not all snacks, but people couldn't make snow cones without ice. And they couldn't make ice cream without ice. And before refrigerators were invented, people used ice to keep their food cold. And most food, if it isn't kept cold, will spoil and go bad quickly. And if you got bonked on the head, you wouldn't have ice to keep the swelling down. Or ice for your drinks. And there would be no more ice skating, no more hockey or ice fishing. And the big pieces of ice at the North Pole would melt into the water. And that would make the level of the oceans go up. And people at the beach would be flooded.
Oh no, that would be awful!
But on the plus side, there wouldn't have been icebergs. So the Titanic would never have hit an iceberg and sunk.
Oh yeah, you're right. I wonder how many other boats have hit icebergs.
It's a good thing we do have ice, though. It is an important part of how our world works. When water gets cold to 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius, it changes from a liquid to a solid that we call ice.
Wow, that's really amazing.
We live in an amazing world, Wonder. What if trees didn't exist?
Whee! Woohoo!
That looks like a lot of fun, Wonder.
Yeah! Hey, narrator, I wonder what life would be like without trees.
That's a good question, Wonder.
I guess I wouldn't have a swing anymore.
Yep, and no treehouse.
And we wouldn't have shade on a hot day.
And we wouldn't have tree roots to hold down the soil, which could cause massive erosion and landslides. And we wouldn't have trees to block the wind, which could turn areas into barren desert instead of forest. And did you know that trees grow a lot of our fruits? Like pears and peaches and oranges and bananas? And trees turn carbon dioxide into oxygen so we can breathe. That is called photosynthesis, when a tree pulls carbon dioxide, called CO2, and water, called H2O, into tiny pores called stomata. Then it uses energy from sunlight to create sugars and O2, which is the oxygen we breathe.
Wow! So we can breathe because of trees?
Yes, trees are such a big part of our lives.
I'm glad we have trees. I think I'll go swing again.
What if wood didn't exist?
I wonder what the world would be like without wood.
Wonder, How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
If there was no wood, then a woodchuck could chuck no wood.
Wow.
You're right. And if there was no wood in the world, then you wouldn't have a desk. And we wouldn't have wood for houses.
And there wouldn't be any trees.
Or walking sticks.
Or campfires.
And for thousands of years, people have used wood to stay warm, cook their food, build their homes, and create new inventions. Without wood, people would have to use other things to build their homes. Big companies like IKEA would need to depend on other sources to make furniture, and paper and boats would never have been invented. Stone quarries might have to produce materials for stone houses.
Or brick-making companies.
Yes, things would change, but we would still find a way to make homes and inventions.
I have one more question.
Yes?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck had no more wood?